The bear.
Lori. Okay, let me plug
Is it
in
a
here.
card she sent us?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's very cute.
Phone and go. Monday. Okay, oops.
Are you going horizontal today?
I am going horizontal. I'm going horizontal, man. We are horizontal.
I am horizontal. Uh-oh.
And my microphone is on the floor. So, just a second, everybody. It's Monday.
You want me to hold it?
You'll be looking at yourself. Okay.
Please no.
There's
extreme
Teresa.
close-ups.
There's Teresa. Okay. It's Monday, and we are landscape, and we're here with Teresa, and that's because it's Monday. You know it's Monday, but sometimes she fools us and comes in on the other days too, and we love that. And what's really cool is we're doing a Mother's Day project today.
Are. And you know, I always run out of time. No cards today. I was gonna make a card,
no
but
cards.
I ran out of time because I do need to make a Mother's Day card for my mom, and I'll probably use this line that I'm using, but I made a little mini album, so I'm going to show you that.
I think that'll be great.
Yeah. So if anyone knows my mom, don't tell her.
Don't tell Teresa's mom.
I don't think she watches.
And don't share the video to her either. So we hope she doesn't watch, because Teresa's got a really cute project, and you're all going to love it. It's with the new Tim Holtz Accordion Folio.
It's so cute.
And the Simple Stories Indigo Garden Collection.
Yep, and I use the 6x8 paper pack, but you could surely use the bigger one.
You can use the papers or
and then I also used some of the solid paper. So there's a pack, and then we also have the colors individually. I just like to get the pack because then I have all the colors,
and you can always use them for something.
Right, because Simple Stories does such a good job of, you know, matching all their stuff that I'll use it for something else, Simple Stories, if I don't use it for this. And then they also have this page kit, which is really nice.
Yeah, if you want to make
if
layouts,
you want to do
two
12 by 12.
Layouts.
And then they have the card kit, which is really pretty. And did somebody make the cards and we showed them? I can't remember. I think we have them done up. Yeah.
We should look and see.
They're really cute, super easy. And then I did want to show a couple, you know, we have all the 12 by 12 individual papers, but these are two papers that I could have added. I didn't, but this one's really nice because it's some journaling. This is called Journaling Elements. So if you wanted to put more journaling in your little mini album, you could use that. And then this one is just 3 by 4 elements, the cut aparts, which are always nice to have.
Good for tucking in pockets and things. So good morning and happy day after Easter.
Yeah.
I hope everybody had a good day yesterday, a good Easter, celebrating. We did get a card in, Teresa, that we want to show. This came, I think it was Friday or Saturday, from Lori. And Teresa, is that Theodore?
I think that's what they call him.
She wrote everything she used on the inside.
Oh, yes, Theodore. Funky trees.
Yeah,
those right there.
They're funky trees and Theodore. It looks like that grass border.
Bunny ears. The grass and the bunny ears are from IO. So eggs cut from really old sticker.
That's okay. And look at the back. She stamped it with our Iowa stamp. And wind-blown carrot from Iowa. We've had a lot of wind lately. And Lori, thank you. It's adorable.
Super cute.
Super cute. I love the bunny ears.
Yes.
And look at the little tail. It's a little pom-pom.
Yes.
So you can turn anything into any holiday for sure.
Stick some ears on there.
And with the wind comment, I want to make sure that we know Lori said, thank goodness for your smiles today. Another weather gross day. Thanks. This will be a great demo.
Yeah.
We have sunshine, but we have cold, and we had snow yesterday in April. So that
wasn't fun.
That was not fun. That was not fun. So Teresa, before we get started, I also want to make mention, we have a few new die cuts to show.
Oh, you want to show those?
Yeah, we're going to show some new die cuts. And we showed on Friday, we had a big tour of our store, and a lot of new things. All of this brand new from Paper Rose Studio in Australia. We showed that, so if you want to check it out. And then we got in some die cuts Friday afternoon, and I wanted to show these because it's kind of cool if you go out and shop our themes. If you're looking for a certain theme, they're all under shopping and themes. Here's pickleball, which is a new one. That's a big thing here right now. We have a new senior center and a lot of pickleball being played, which I don't know much about pickleball.
I don't either.
Good instruments.
Oh yeah, that's a new one, isn't it?
That's brand new. Yes, we have.
Are these all new? I don't think I've seen
they're all
any
new.
Of these.
Some of these were suggested by one of our customers from Omaha. This is garden tools, and they're kind of on top of each other, but there's a shovel and a rake and 2 rakes and a little watering can. Super cute. And here's the playground, and I've never seen this before. I've seen one because my grandson is played on one, but I've not seen one ever in a sticker or a die cut before.
I wonder what those are called.
I don't know what they're called. Animals on springs. So,
I lost her.
My microphone is failing. Okay, an axe throwing.
Can you get it one-handed?
Yes, I think I can.
That's fun. I would like to try that. I don't know.
I'm going to. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
We're going to do it. This lawnmower, I think we had this before quite a while ago, but it's really cute. And it's red, so it's kind of like those little bubble mowers. Teresa, did your son have a bubble mower?
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh, OSHA says, this is unrelated to bubble mowers, you can go see the world's largest pickleball racket in Des Moines.
Really?
I think it might be a sculpture.
Oh, at the sculpture park?
And here's mowing the grass.
That goes with your
lawnmower. They go very well. Because you know how our little grandson, he likes to go out and mow the grass when his dad's mowing.
He has a bubble mower?
Yes. I don't know if his does bubbles, but I remember our son's did.
I know my son had a mower, but I don't think it had bubbles.
I lost a tooth.
Oh.
Now, that's cute for kids, not so cute for adults.
But you could use it either
Not that we want to brag about this. And this is Bluey, and I can't remember his friend's name. This is a cartoon. It's a kid's show.
Yeah, must be on now.
Yeah, it's after. And I love the corn. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Getting ready for summer.
Yes, we are getting ready. And we got Cat in the Hat. A lot of people with graduations are doing things with Cat in the Hat. You know, like, the places you will go. And there's thing 1 and thing 2, which is really cute. And gosh, speaking of graduation, there's a nice little hat and diploma. And we've got 4-H. So those of you that are in 4-H.
That's a new one. We've got some other ones.
Oh, bingo. Kendra, thank you. And Lori, it's Bluey and bingo. You know whose kids or grandkids and what they're watching. So
yes,
I knew it at one time because our friend from Omaha requested that also. Cheryl had asked for that.
So this must be bingo.
I'm guessing Bluey is blue, but I don't really know. My grandkids don't watch it that I know of. And then that's a really cool compass because it has a brad in the middle and the red dial spins around. And then we have a golf set with the flag and the golf cart and a golf bag.
That's cute.
And then our last one is donating blood.
Woo!
I think that's a really good one.
I just got my gallon sticker.
Well, Teresa, you need this die cut.
I know.
Congratulations. That's wonderful. Very wonderful. Okay, those are our new die cuts. And then I want to mention that we are accepting donations. We are participating with a local church here in town. They have a single mom's day out. They've been doing it for several years, and we've always been a participant. So that means we are a drop-off station. So if you have gas cards or clothing or jewelry or like some new cosmetics, purses, scarves, coats, what they do is they bring in these single moms that need help or, maybe can't afford to do things, some like shop on their own, and they come in and they have a whole morning of like seminars, and they might like do their hair or makeup, and then they have a boutique that they set up. And one year I know some of the men from the church took their cars and went and washed all their cars. Isn't that kind of cool?
That's cool.
When you're a mom, a non-single mom, whether you're married or not, it's a lot of work being a mom and balancing. and you try to imagine, what if you're like a single mom? So it's a really cool program. It's been going on for, I don't know, maybe 5 years. I can't really speak because I'm not really sure about that. But it's just a treat for them, and just to show appreciation for what they do for their kids. So if you have any of those items and you want to drop them off, you can bring them right here to Memory Bound. We've got a box, and we seem to be a good place for a drop-off because we have a lot of ladies here.
Yeah.
Not all of our customers are ladies, but we do have a lot that come in. So bring in your items and we'll pass them on to those single moms.
Kelly, should I just show a few of the other?
Yeah, I guess sorry, we kind of interrupted in the middle of it, but
that's
here we go.
This is what I'm using.
Wait a second.
Yeah?
So, if you're just joining us, which some people are, Teresa's here.
Hi.
There she is. You probably figured that out. She has a great project that she made for Mother's Day, and nobody's to share this to her mom. If you're friends with her mom, do not share this video. And she started showing us what she used for it, and it's the Simple Stories Indigo Garden. So, sorry, Teresa.
That's
okay. Show us the rest.
So this is the 6x8 paper pad that I used. And then I also used, Simple Stories usually comes out with a sticker book.
And I think it does have like 12 sheets of stickers or 16.
Yeah, 617 stickers. But they're like, I can show you the one that I had. So they have like sheets of flowers and then an alphabet. So there's actually a couple alphabets in here.
Kind of a cool one too.
I love these little strips. You can use them for everything. More flowers, just different shapes. This is the one that I used. I love these. You can see I used one that you can stamp on these. Tabs.
And they don't repeat, so you're getting 12 sheets of all different stickers.
Circles, which I like. And alphabets, another alphabet. I think that's it. Yeah, so those are fun. The sticker sheet. And then I used the stamp. And they have lots of different, I always like Celebrate Everything. That one made me buy the stamp.
You have to find every reason to celebrate.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
And then they have, I use the bits and pieces, but they have an ephemera pack, which I forgot to bring over. That's all right. And then what I didn't use was they have the washi tape, which is beautiful. The
enamel
dots. They've got the brads and chipboard pieces. I really like how they're doing that combo now, because you probably don't need a whole sheet of brads, but the chipboard pieces are nice. Or if you really like chipboard pieces, there's a whole
If you want to go
sheet.
big.
Yeah. So that's all that vintage garden. I use some other stuff too, but I'll talk about that as I go along. But I just wanted to show all the really pretty stuff.
And you can go online and you can go to shopping and go to Simple Stories Indigo Garden and you can see it all also.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm excited because here's what she's using, the Accordion Folio from Tim Holtz. It's a brand new ideology. When this came in, I thought, oh, that's nice, you know, whatever. And then we opened it up and I had no idea. Teresa's going to show us what you get.
So it comes with this twill, which is really nice to wrap it up and tie it. I suppose you don't have to use this. You could use something else. Save this for another project.
Right, yeah.
But it comes plain. It's the cream.
And it opens up a lot.
And it opens up. And it has this flap. And then it has this little accordion piece.
See, I thought it was just like a fold-around thing. And then when we opened it, I went, wow.
Yeah.
So it is really cool. And we had a customer friend, Alicia, brought one in that she made up, and that was really cool.
I would love to see Alicia's.
Yeah, we need to get a picture of hers.
Because she does really vintagey stuff, and my mom is not a vintagey person. And so these are $6.99, so very inexpensive little thing. But my mom's not a vintagey person, that's why I went with the Indigo Garden. So the first suggestion that I have with this is to ink your edges once you figure out what you're going to use. Yeah. And I did go with
what did you use?
The new color.
Saltwater taffy?
Saltwater taffy is what I used. And you could use, you know, the the oxide too if you wanted a little bit more chalky look to it. The other thing I did is I took my bone folder. So you can see right now that it's laying flat, but it's got some folds right there where you can fold it.
Oh, okay. To
make it raised. So you can see mine has an edge here. So I scored that just to make sure, because you're going to put stuff in. Your album is not going to be flat like this.
Right, not when you add.
So there's 2 spots here where you're going to score it and puff it up.
So it's already scored.
Yeah, it's scored.
You're just going to
bone fold it.
Burnish it a little bit.
The other thing, maybe decide what your theme is for your photos and gather your photos, and then you can kind of start deciding on where you want to put them and the size of the photos. So this isn't going to be like for 4x6 photos, probably for wallets and smaller sizes. I have a little Epson printer that I use at home, and so I can print 2x2s or 3x4s or whatever. So that's what I did for this album. And then the other thing that I did is I used, I don't know if you guys like the repositionable adhesive, but I find it helpful when I'm putting something together like this and I'm not sure what I'm doing all the way to the end, what I want my finished product to look like. So when I cut the paper for the pieces that I was covering, then I would just stick them down with a little bit of repositionable adhesive until I was ready to glue it down. Because maybe you want to sew on it or add a brad or a magnet or there's all sorts of things that you might want under your paper. So I don't stick them down right away. I use the repositionable and then it just rubs off.
And Teresa, a tip for that is if you already use the Easy Dots and you have a refill that is this shape, and I know many of you do, there's a red one, there's a pink one. Oh, Teresa's got a red one. And you can just buy the refill and you can take it in and out and you can, thanks for showing this, Teresa. I never told her we were going to do this.
Yeah, I used to do that and then I decided, you know what? I have it backwards.
I suppose if you use it a lot.
I use it a lot.
Then maybe you want the dispenser.
But because I used to just pop in the green one, but then I started using it more frequently with projects like this, and so I did buy a green one. So I know green is repositionable.
So you can mix and match your refills on these types of dispensers.
Red is permanent. And we can just, I'll just show. So the repositionable, you can see
it's like little dots.
Little dots, and then it just rubs off with your finger.
So it's nice for something you don't want to keep stuck forever.
Right. Yep. So that was a little tip there.
Love it, Teresa.
What I did to glue my paper down is I used the matte medium.
Oh, you did?
I did. And I like using the matte medium when I'm using things that it's going to be handled a lot. But you could also use score tape. I don't use the regular adhesive. Some people do, but I like to know that it's going to really stick. So the score tape would work, or the multi-medium matte. And there are little bottles that you can use. But Tim did.
Whoops.
You okay?
Yeah.
We have a bigger bottle, so if you just have a little project, we've got little bottles which are nice. I just use the foam brush, and then he has come out with a smaller size, so if you like, to just dip with your brush, but I tend to squirt, so it just is really a personal preference. But now he has it with the label on the top, which is kind of nice, and it's a little bit smaller. So
well, and the collage medium dries faster than the matte medium. So it's going to dry a little faster.
So that makes you work faster, definitely. But I don't mind that because I've already got my paper cut down. That's the other thing. When I cut my paper, then I ink the edges and then stick it down.
So it's all ready to
go. So it's all ready. So when I know that I'm done, I saved a whole bunch of pieces and I glued them all down at once.
Okay.
So
we love your tips, Teresa, because when we go to make this project, we don't want to reinvent the wheel. We want to know, hey, what did Teresa do? And
I had to write them down.
What did she learn the hard way?
Yeah. Well, there were still some of those, but that's okay. So it's a cute little folio. The other thing that I use is the file cards. And these are new also, and they are super cute. You get how many pieces? 16 pieces.
And show us, she's going to show us what comes in there, because you get 8 and 8.
Yeah, you get the little pocket, library pocket holder.
Like a little library pocket coin holder type thing.
You get just a plain sheet that you can put whatever you want on. You get the one with the tab, which I like, so you can flip it around the other way.
Oh, wait, I didn't get that. Okay. So you get the pocket, the tab, and then
just a plain. And then there's a little booklet that's super cute.
So there's 4 styles, and you must get 4 of each.
Yes. Then. Now, at first I was really confused because this doesn't fit it. And I'm like, what did he do? But the reason
screwed up.
Yeah. But the reason that they're the size is so that they'll fit into this
Look at how cute.
Little tray. It is very cute.
The little vignette box.
There's 3 sections, so I kind of sectioned them off. So you can stick whatever you want in there. You know, you've got your little story you can write on, your pockets you can stick things in. So
it's very cute. It's got a little tab.
Yes.
And you could make this for Mother's Day, too.
Oh, definitely.
I think putting grandkids' pictures in this would be so cute for Grandma.
And Diane has done little things, like she did a little Christmas thing like this. But now they've got very specifically a little tray and things that you can put in it.
And the tray is $7.99.
And what's it called exactly?
Card file.
Card
file. The card file.
Okay, well that makes sense.
And then the file cards. That's why these.
That's
why these are called file cards.
Okay, now we get it.
And they're $5.99 for 16.
Yeah.
So a good go-together project that Teresa discovered. How well they go together. And projects like that are so fun because you can stick photos in there. You can stick all kinds of little goodies.
Ephemera.
And you can make it any style you want. And you can add, I bet 3x4 cut-aparts fit in there too.
Yeah.
From papers. So it's really, really cute. Oh, Teresa, I want to make one of these. And it's the first time I've really seen it shown like that. So, and they are back in stock. We were out of them for a little bit. Our first group came and went. And they're back.
The other thing that I know you guys have already seen me use is the flashcards, and they come in 3 sizes.
Yeah,
and
get some of those out and let's see the sizes.
This is the small size. You get a bunch. You get 45, and they're double-sided. So, and then there's the medium and the large.
And look at the medium flashcards fit perfect.
Or you can attach, you know, one of the smaller ones. Probably you could use the big one
if you're doing grandmas. Somebody needs to make me a grandma one of these. Nobody's watching though. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the big one. Okay, the big one's even better.
Yeah.
So yeah, those fit really well.
So, and those are $7.99. And you know, he's come out with these cards before, and I was so excited to get these.
Never like that though.
Right, and not the 3 sizes. And now, like, I felt like I don't have to hoard the old ones that I have, and I'm actually using these too. I'm like, okay, I can use them. So
now we're starting to get ideas. So Shannon loves the flashcards.
Yeah.
Let's see. Leanne says recipes would be good in the card file.
Oh, that would be cute.
Wouldn't that be neat? Or even messages for the graduate. You could put their picture on the front, and people that come in and write little notes and messages, or maybe a bridal shower. And be a great way to keep them. I love that. Love it.
Yeah. And I am all in for the vintage and grungy stuff, but my mom is not. We have very different tastes, and so I decided that I would do a little Mother's Day little book for her, and so she likes that bright stuff. So definitely you can go either way. I could have made this way grungier than I did, but I kept it pretty bright with the saltwater taffy, kind of matches perfectly.
And that's perfect for your mom.
Yeah.
And it shows that you could, Tim Holtz things don't have to be grungy.
Nope.
But Teresa, we do have 2 questions, if we can just stop you before you get going. They want to know if the big flashcard fits inside the library pocket. And we can test that.
I don't know.
We're going to test it out.
Oh, it does.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you asked.
I would put it this way so the number shows.
Lisa, thank you for asking. That is a really good question. And we should have known. Tim thinks about stuff like that.
They do. I don't know how they think about it, but...
Okay, and they want to know where things are located on the website. And this is the new ideology, the 2022 ideology. And if you go to shopping and go to new, and then you'll see Tim Holtz 2022 ideology is a category. And our linker isn't here today. And I don't know if Doug could link that for us or not, but if you can't find them, give us a call also, but they're out there.
But it also could be on the calendar, right?
Yes, yes. Oh, thank you, Teresa. You can also go to the calendar, memorybound.com, and go to the calendar and go to today and click on it, and everything is linked there, so you can find it there. So I do know that's done.
Yes.
So Teresa, thank you,
for reminding you. Yeah.
Okay, let's look at this amazing project.
All right, so I used just some of the ephemera. I like to layer in threes.
Yeah, you've
so
got
I just
a nice
put a little
group.
tag and a sweet life. I thought was perfect, and then a little heart. And then this is the ribbon.
And it looks like you colored it.
I did.
With Distress ink?
Nope, I actually used the spray. So here's what it turned out.
Here we go.
What it started with, and I used the saltwater taffy spray, and I just put some water on my mat and sprayed it and turned it into the color.
Dug your ribbon, and you can also pick out your own ribbon too, and like you said, save that for another project.
You could save this if you wanted to use something else, but
the spray matches perfectly.
I think so. So with the 6x8, you get 2 pieces of each pattern paper. So another reason just to use the removable adhesive is as you're going, you have to think about, okay, is this piece gonna...
or do you want to flip it over?
Yes, and how much of this paper, where am I going to put it, and how much of it do I have, and is it going to cover everything? So I thought, I'm going to put, she likes birds a lot, so I put the bird stuff on the front, and she likes butterflies too. And then on the inside place, I thought Celebrate You from the stamp set was perfect, and I used the glaze, the hickory smoke glaze, and then of course saltwater taffy glaze with the stamps. And now
we can kind of tell that it's glazed when I turn it. You can see it's shiny.
The heart I overheated, and so it's not glazy. So I didn't like that.
Lesson to everybody.
Yes, don't overheat your glaze. And so I just traced it with a little pen. And then here, I did use my tiny attacher several times in this album because I just think it adds a little bit. And that's another little piece of ephemera that came, and I just put a little staple on it. So that's another reason not to hook your things down until you're totally done.
Oh, that's right, because you would have had to staple through your cover.
Yeah, and I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So another tip, I love the tiny attacher. Here's the staple right there.
Yep.
But do it before you attach it.
Yeah, the other thing I should tell you is that I'm not completely done with it.
Yeah, well, she's still working on it.
Yeah, Mother's Day, I still have some time. So you guys do too. You have some time if you want to do a Mother's Day, but super cute for anything else as well. So it's got this flap, and I think I want to put something here or hook something.
Okay, we also have a question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Teresa. I was missing all these comments.
That's okay.
I was like stalled out. Okay. If you have like an Android phone, I don't know about it. She said turning it doesn't work to get the video, landscape.
Oh.
You might have your screen locked. I know on my phone, I lock my screen typically, and it won't let me do it landscape because when I'm lying in bed reading emails and stuff, it keeps flipping, so I lock it.
Okay, I didn't know you could do that.
Portrait.
Okay.
So go to your settings, or if somebody has an Android phone that could help Janet, and just tell her how to unlock her screen. I'm assuming that's what it is. So anyway, sorry, Teresa.
That's okay.
Go ahead. I'm caught up with comments now.
Okay.
They weren't falling in, and I'm like, oh, I'm missing a bunch. I'm like, oh, no one's commenting. And I was like, oh, I'm missing a bunch. Okay.
So I'm probably going to decorate this with something else, and probably do something with the flap. If you guys have any ideas,
yes,
what
Teresa's
I could do,
looking for ideas to help her finish her
I
project.
Maybe I'll just put some more stickers there. I definitely will get my sticker book out and add some things. And then I did use the file card, the little pocket.
So she used the pocket, which is this.
Yeah. I use that, and I just trimmed down the journaling card, or the tab card, so it would fit in there. Just trimmed a little bit off the edge. And I'm going to write some journaling, some personal stuff on there. And I'm probably going to hook this down somewhere. I couldn't decide. Maybe I'll use washi tape, or I'm not sure.
It could be hooked on the side or the...
It could, because then I could put something underneath.
You could put something under it, or at the bottom.
Another picture, yeah. Yeah, so there's lots of ideas that I could do with that. And these are from the sticker book. I really like that.
That sticker has been... It's on several other collections.
Yeah.
And Diane used that on her projects last week. And she put a real clip on hers.
On hers, yeah.
But, I mean, you couldn't hear, but just an idea.
It would add a little bit of dimension. All right, so here we are. Maybe I should just show that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I love it.
Okay, so here's the pocket over here. And you can just use adhesive to glue it down. You don't want to do the... Well, it depends on what you put in. You could put a side, but I just sewed along the bottom. And so that's one of the things that I did before I glued my paper down, because I didn't want sewing on that side. So I sewed it, and you don't see it, and then I glued the paper down. You can see my little stitch there on the end. Just to make your pocket. So you have to do something. I suppose you could leave it open if you wanted a flap.
Well,
but
sure.
It's intended to be a pocket.
You could put a little magnet here to hold it shut.
Oh, yeah, you could do a magnet. That would work too. And so then I made my own tags to put in there. But you could use the, what size is this?
That's number 10.
The number 10 manila.
You could probably use the number 8 also.
Mm-hmm. But I have this die, so I just made my own.
You guys, you've got to see her pictures.
Oops, I did it backwards.
They're
didn't
so
I?
cute.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So she made a tag.
So I made a tag, and then I did put the paper, and then I sewed around the edge. I just really like that on the tags when you sew around the edge. I think that's super fun. And then I used the cards.
Teresa, did you sew the paper on the tag or sew the paper before you put it on the tag?
I sewed it right on the tag because I wanted it to be on the back too. Uh-oh. Okay. Kelly's microphone dropped off. It's making me laugh.
It keeps coming off. I gotta clip it somewhere else.
And you know, I just went back and forth a little bit, and it's messy, but I don't care. I like the way that it looks.
Well,
a little messy.
You kind of think of mom, and you kind of think of sewing. My mom sewed all the time. She made all of our clothes, so it kind of...
My mom did too.
It's kind of cool. And look at, there's her grandma and her mom.
Yep, that's my mom and that's my grandma. So I put mom because it's her mom. And then there's one of the stickers. And the butterfly is an ephemera.
I love how you use the flashcard.
And, you know, if you do get the tag, it comes with its own reinforcer. So I like that because I can make it the same. Because if you get these, then you have a brown one, and of course I have to match for.
Yeah, or you could get the white one. Oh,
yeah.
You know what? That's a number 8 tag. That's not number
8?
10.
Okay.
The number 10s are a lot
little bigger.
So I misspoke earlier, everybody. This is more like a number 8 tag. So if you have those Dina Wakely number 8 tags, those would probably work really well too.
The white ones, yeah. But I don't know, I guess it doesn't matter because I did ink the edges and the manila. You know, I use the manila. I die cut manila for my tag. And then more stickers. Oh, there's a circle sticker. That's ephemera. So you can just interchange the stickers and the ephemera together. And then, of course, I had to do one of my grandpa holding my mom, and he was so handsome.
We decided that Teresa had a very handsome grandpa.
Yes. And then...
And she made it for her mom. So that's why it says mom and dad, because those are her mom's mom and dad.
And then these are stickers that were kind of fun, a little banner stickers. And on this one, I used my tiny attacher again on the heart.
It's really cute.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, and of course I used some of that new velvet ribbon.
Velvet ribbon.
I love it. You guys know how I feel about Tim Holtz. Well, now we've got the skinny
Oh yeah, Teresa.
Skinny
I knew
stuff.
when we got that you were going to be loving it.
Yeah, it's so pretty. And we've got lots of, like,
So it's
12 colors or something.
Yeah, I'm going to bop over here and show them. And can you ring the bell, Teresa? We have a question. So here's all of those ribbons. And we've got a couple colors in a little bit whiter, but they are really amazing. Okay, Chris is here. Hi, Chris.
Good morning.
We have a question. What Teresa's making, they're wondering, what if they want to make one for their dad? So would you be able to look at see what we have, paper that would be really good for Father's Day?
I will.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yes. Again, this isn't a kit. This is just, decorating the accordion folio. It's very easy.
I love it. Yeah.
What's it called
I
again?
love it when we're looking at, we start the video in the morning, we're like, okay, what's this called?
Yes, what's it called? And then I can't remember by the time we go. Yeah. All right, so those tuck in there, which I really think that's fun. Then this piece flips down.
And it's attached.
And it's
attached.
attached.
So and you could cut it off if you wanted to.
That's the other part you need to score.
Oh, there's another score line.
It just lays flat. So you want it, when you get your little accordion piece in there, it's going to bulk up. So you want it to be scored there. Yeah.
So it is scored. It comes scored. You need to fold it and like burnish it with your bone folder to make it kind of boxy.
Yep. And that's a little die cut that I put on there. One of the bits and pieces.
It's perfect.
I know. And then I'm probably going to put like a little tag or something there. Or not a tab. Tab.
She hasn't figured it out.
I haven't
still
decided.
A work in progress.
Yeah.
Mother's Day is what, 4 weeks away?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're way ahead of the game, Teresa.
And then here, I'm probably going to put family or something. There's my handsome grandpa again.
Here we go. Let's zoom in on
my mom. That's my grandma, and that's my uncle, JD. This is John, and this is John. So JR and JD.
Okay, and I probably can't get very close, but Teresa looks a lot like her mom.
I do. So then my favorite part is this little accordion, you guys. It's so much fun. And, one of the reasons, again, when I did this with the paper is because it shows. A little strip of the paper shows. So you can see it's going to show. It's going to peek out a little bit. So when you flip it, well, not that side, but this side, a little bit flips. So you want to be able to make sure that it matches and it looks pretty together.
You kind of did every other one.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you this side first. I'll flip it out. And one of the things that I did too, I'll show you that later. Okay, never mind.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to show you this side first. So it flips out. So I was able to use the same paper on all 4 pieces with 2 pieces of paper. So if you use the 12 by 12, you could probably have an easier time of it, but the pattern's going to be a little bit bigger.
Easier than the 6 by 8.
Yeah. I mean, I like the smaller print and the 6 by 8 for a project like this, but if you use the bigger paper, then you have less thinking and worrying about, am I going to get this?
Right.
And with this piece, you have to be careful when you're cutting because you want the butterflies going in the right direction. Some of the paper, well, like these flowers here, I had to be careful to keep them going the right way because you don't want your flowers going sideways.
Right.
And the other thing, I used a solid for my background piece on this. I didn't mention that. So that's one of the solids.
Look at the hairstyles.
Yeah. So I kind of started over here with the younger pictures. Since I had the baby pictures on the tag, then that's, again, my mom and my uncle. And then here they are getting a little bit older. And then this picture has my great-grandparents in it. And my parents and their, this is actually in front of a house that they all lived in together over on 42nd Place.
Right here in Des Moines.
Right here in Des Moines, yes. And I wish that I could have seen the address. There's one picture that has the address of the house, but it wouldn't fit. So the other thing I wanted to say is, these pictures, I just took a picture with my phone, which I think is amazing.
And that was a question on how you did your photos.
I took a picture with my phone, and then like I said, I use the Epson printer, but I think most places you can actually get your photos printed with a white border. So when I printed them,
you did that on purpose.
I did that on purpose because most of the pictures had a white border. Now a few of them I made small, and I cut the border off, and I added paper behind it. I don't know that I did any.
You can't really tell that.
You can't really tell. I can't even remember which ones
there was a question about your photos.
Yeah.
And so you just took pictures
I took pictures of pictures because I didn't want to. I borrowed some albums from my mom and stole some pictures out, and these are some of my favorites, so I hope they are of her too. But so here she is in her graduation gown, and that's her graduation photo, of course. I just love the poofy hair. Yes. And then this is a picture of her in one of her first dances. That's what it said on the back of the photo. You got to check out if there's anything written on the back of your photos. So I'm just using stickers and ephemera. That's her initials, LAP, LAP. And then she turned into a law because she was LAW. So yeah, but that's her LAP, so I put LAP there. And then my mom was very young when she had me, and so this is me and my sister. So that's I'm a year, our first Christmas, I guess, about a year. And I just love these little sticker.
You just kind of put them right over the...
I just put them everywhere because I just think that they just add a little bit. They don't take away from the picture. They just add a little something. So then it folds back up. So again, remember when you put your stickers, I almost missed that grateful for you. So you can, kind of...
So think about how they're going to show.
Right.
I noticed that you've got every other pattern when it closes. So you put one pattern on one side and one pattern on the other.
Yep.
Okay. And we do have a tip here for everybody that Debbie suggested to use a long stitch on your machine. Otherwise, when you sew, it's like it's perforated and it falls apart. And that happened to Diane.
Yeah. And you can see I went off the edge here. I mean, it's not perfect, and I don't care.
That's how it's supposed to be.
It just adds a little bit, I think.
It does. It's really nice, Teresa.
All right, now I'm going to flip it over to the back. And these pictures are just too funny. I found these pictures in an album of my mom, and she's just on the phone.
If your mom knew we were looking at this,
I know,
she'd probably be dying.
But it's just
so
her.
She's like a teenager,
right?
Yeah,
she's a teenager here. I don't even know how old she is in this picture. But hello there was one of the stamps, which I thought was perfect. And then I really like this one. I think it's fun how you can just use the stickers and just kind of frame the photo with
stickers.
Yep.
Well, we had a phone that was on a cord when I was growing up. It had a very long cord, and you would sit down at the bottom of the basement stairs, so supposedly nobody could hear you talking.
Hear you, yeah. This is the only thing that didn't come. I don't want you guys looking for this phone because I printed that with my silhouette and cut it out.
I cut it
out. So here's the yellow, and whatever's on the back of the yellow I use some other times. So you can see I just paper pieced it together. I didn't pierce it. I pieced it together. And, I could have put another sticker here to cover it. I kind of did there.
I didn't notice that, Teresa.
Yeah, it's not very visible. But the thing I wanted to tell you about this one is that this was kind of flapping up because of the photos. And I didn't like that. I wanted it to stay together. So I put a magnet in there. And you can see I hid it behind a sticker, and I hid the other one behind the other sticker. So we do have the magnets. I have the basic gray ones that are $7.99, and I really like them because they have a plus and a minus on the
so
sticker.
You know what to put together.
So you know which one to put.
And they do have a sticker on them.
Yeah, so they stick there. So I could have put it behind the paper too. I'm not excited about how it looks behind the sticker, but that was another thing that I did just so that it kind of sticks together a little bit, and you do have to pull it to get it apart. And then you can see again the yellow, like Kelly was pointing out.
Yeah, so you put one color on one side if you want it to be every other.
Yeah, and here I didn't use the The saltwater taffy, I used hickory smoke to ink a little bit. I don't know. I just, because it was the yellow.
Hickory
I didn't
smoke goes well with yellow,
Yeah.
Teresa. I wouldn't have thought of that, but I like it. It's darker, but it's really kind of subtle.
So I didn't want the pink on the yellow, but so that was that.
We're all going to want to hear about your mom's reaction when she gets this on Mother's Day.
I hope she likes it.
Oh, I think she's going to love it.
The other thing I did,
you put
I put a little sticker. It said, remember it. It just looks like one of those little labels that they have. And the back, I just put pattern paper. I couldn't decide. It took me a long time. It was silly.
I know. Well, not
no
really.
No one's going to see that part,
but
really.
They are.
And, you know, you could put something on the back, too. I just didn't because I still have a couple spots where I can add, that I could add stuff. But I just picked out kind of some of my favorite pictures to put in there. And so, like I said.
It looks really nice, Teresa. I think it's an amazing project. And I think it's cool that we all got to see. I'm kind of wowed by this accordion folio.
Yeah.
It's an easy thing to put together for anything, graduations, birthdays, like you said, Mother's Day, Father's Day. And speaking of Father's Day, Chris got us some collections that she thought might work if you want something a little more manly. And so let's see what she...
Oh, this one's fun.
Grease Monkey.
Grease Monkey.
From Photoplay. It's got a lot of fun things. And here's the sticker. So they say something like the original. Is it on the back? Did the sticker show on the back? What a dude. Stud with his puds. There's a little Mustang. Handsome. So that was one that she picked out. And if you're
fishing.
If your guy likes fishing, this is a great selection here. That's new, and it's got all these little cut apart pieces. And if he's a sports fan, we have all the sports.
Exactly. We've got so many different teams that you could add a little laser cut or something.
And Chris was mentioning we have lots of laser cuts for the different teams. And there's football.
All that has stickers with it.
And then she grabbed the Great Outdoors, which is another one that's for somebody that likes to go camping or hiking. And then she got a couple. Will a 6x6 work?
Well, it would.
Looks like it would.
It would, because it's going to be, that's a good question. It's a little bit less than, well, no, it's about 6 inches. I remember now cutting the paper. So it's about 6 inches.
So a 6x6 would be perfect.
Yeah. So you could do an outdoor, or you could use brick.
Shannon's talking about a small travel journal. Mm-hmm. And Diane reminds you to be sure and sign and date it.
Oh, that's a good idea. So, I can't believe I didn't do that. Maybe I'll put something on the back.
Yeah, but you should sign and date it. I know you're going to write a note. You could always put the date, or
that's
use
true. I'll
use
probably
your
put
date
it
stamp.
on
Put your date stamp on it somewhere.
I'll probably put my date stamp and put that on my little journaling card that I haven't written yet. So.
Well, Teresa, that was amazing. I'm happy that we got to see a little bit more about the accordion folio.
Yeah.
We got to learn about the file cards and how awesome they fit in this little card file. Thus the name, file cards and card file.
Do you think we'll be able to remember that, Kelly?
I think we can. If we practice,
I don't know.
If we practice a lot. But we need to have somebody make one of these up.
I know.
And we love it. Thanks to whoever asked about the flashcards, because they fit perfectly. And if you joined us late, Teresa was using the Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Indigo Garden Collection. And you know what? Here's a little tip for everybody. There's a card kit coming out from Janet for this.
Oh.
So, and they want to see the date stamp. But I think our date stamp is on the way. We sold out of date stamps and we have more coming. So
did we?
We should have them next week. Teresa's
running. I love a date stamp.
She loves the date stamp. I
thought there was one over here.
I date stamp all of my even birthday cards and things.
I can't remember. Was it 49?
So Teresa's going to run and look for it. And if you are coming this weekend to our crop at the Marriott,
I knew it was
we sent out an email yesterday or last night, so you should have got that. So give us a call if you didn't receive it. It's got all the details. I thought we were sold out. I guess
Paige
we're not.
Evans one. This is a different. We've had a couple different ones. This is Paige Evans, and hers has.
Here, I'll zoom in on it. So
sometimes they just have the date. Hers has words. on the side that you can either ink and use or not ink.
So it's got the days of the week and the dates.
Yeah. And this one's from 2021 to 2031. And then actually they have a 2020 and then a blank spot.
Oh, that you could write in. Okay.
That's a long.
That's going to last you a long time. Those are going to last a while.
This is the last date stamp you'll
ever need. It's going to last what is that? 9 more years or something? But it is really nice. So, thanks for joining us today. I hope you have a great week this week. Like I said, if you're coming this weekend, we're looking forward to seeing you at the crop, the spring fling, and we will have extended hours Thursday through Sunday, and those are posted on our calendar. And tomorrow, I have no idea who's here tomorrow, Teresa. Do you know?
Nope.
It's on our calendar.
It was blank the last time I looked.
Oh my gosh, I hope it's not still blank. Well, we're going to check on that as soon as we get done here. So thank you, everyone. And Teresa, thank you. That was a great project.